It wasn't any surprise since those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns,
ผมหลบผิดทางขอโทษอย่าโอ้โหจากพาร์ทที่แล้วเนาะมันแล้วมันดุเดือดกันจริงๆผมจำไม่ได้แล้วว่าตอนนี้พาร์ทที่เท่าไหร่เล่นมาแบบไม่หยุดไม่หย่อนเลยมันสนุกจริงๆฮะเรามี2 พอยต์ให้อัพพอดีเลยปะเนี่ยมันจะยินศัตรูที่อยู่หลังคุณเฮ้ยอันนี้ดีอยู่นะเป็นหูเป็นตาให้อย่างเงี้ยหรอการเข้าหลังโอ้โหชิเมนเด้งผมได้มาแล้วว่ะ Legendary Weapon เป็นรีคอยลด 25% เป็นไรเฟิลทองนะ Golden Rifle ซูมไว 30% แล้วก็บวกจุกระสุนอีก2 นัดโคตรเท่ตรงนี้เราก็ไม่มีอะไรอัพละฟาสไรเฟิลรีโหลดกับเพิ่มที่เก็บกระสุนเฉยๆอะเดี๋ยวผมไปอัพฝั่งนี้บ้างดีกว่าเพราะเราก็ใช้เหมือนกันนะโอเคเวล 12 แล้วไปต่อเลย
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable.
มาฟังเรื่องราวของตาลุงนิโมต่อ
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
คือเราไล่เช็คบินแบบเราแบบล่าค่าหัวแบบทุกคนเลยใช่ไหมที่เกี่ยวข้องกับการตายของครอบครัวเราปะเขาเรียกว่าล้าง
It was
แค้น
early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
เติมกระสุนก่อนเลย
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
You just made your...
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew them.
เก็บกระสุนเฮ้ยยังไม่ไปฟาร์มก่อนเฮ้ยมันบอกเราใกล้กับอะไรอะติ้งอะเมื่อกี้ไม่มีเหรอไม่มีแฮะ
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready. They're gonna make a move.
โหลัดช็อตเพื่อนลัดช็อต
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait the son of a bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
แม่นเกินกำแพงเป็นรูอ่ะ
He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
และบันไดก็ลงมา
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That right?
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
ไปปีน
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
โอ้เพื่อนเราดีกว่าเอาเพื่อนเราหมดเลยอ๋อมันให้เราลุยเข้าไปข้างล่างอุ้ย
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Is that Silas Greaves?
Like Jim
Son
Boone
of a
and David
bitch!
Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
เราเปลี่ยนบ้างไหมเปลี่ยนบรรยากาศเป็นซองแฝดโอ้ยโอ้เดี๋ยวยิงพลาด1 นัดต้องซ่อมเลยต้องแก้ผมไม่เดือดเลยปืนมันแอบเล่นยากอะดิ
Over there!
เอ้าไม่กดดีนี่หว่าโถ่เลย
That's Silas Greaves.
What the hell? Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
แต่มันซูมไวขึ้นจริงๆ
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way
ใน
it
เฟิร์นทอง
happened. It was early evening, not high noon.
เขานัวข้างหน้าว่ะเสียงปืนลืมล่ำเลย
Daltons blew up a safe, and we're all set to hightail it out of there.
พี่มาจ
I
อย
was
แล้
late
ว
to the party, and
แต่พี่ไม่เห็น
Coffeeville
ใคร
was
เลย
already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
The Lover
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting
เฮ้
for
ยผม
them
ข
to
ยับ
do
ไม่ได้
something
โอ้โหแล้วโดน
reckless.
ยิงฟรีตลอดเลยอะ
And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
มันไม่ให้ยิงหรอไม่คิดเต็มหลังแล้วนั่นน่ะ
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild
เฮ้ย
dogs,
ลูกซอง
tooth
แล้ว
and
มัน
nail. They were coming at me from all
โคตร
directions.
โกงเอาลูกซองยิงแบบ
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout at a tire.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe.
เอาระเบิดไปกิน
They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, since those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns,
ผมหลบผิดทาง เมื่อกี้มันโดนระเบิดแล้วไม่ใช่หรอครับมันคว้างระเบิดอุตส่าห์คว้างระเบิด
Get those boys. Shoot them down. They ain't getting away with this. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Think they know who we are. What idea was this?
And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently
อ๋อ
married.
มันมาทีหลัง
Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
That's it for you.
กระสุนมันบอกว่ามีของใกล้ๆไหนอะทำไมหาไม่เจอติ้งอ่ะแล้วไหนล่ะในอ่างน้ำเหรอไม่มีนี่อ๋อนี่ไงโอ้ยเราเก็บครบว่ะรอบนี้
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
เอ้าต้องไปทางไหนเนี่ยอ้อมมาตรงนี้
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Reeves.
เอาอีกแล้วบอส
This is
บอ
where
ส
it ends for you.
He was determined to
ยาว
protect
ไม่ได้
his
หัว
brothers.
ยาวไม่ได้หัว
I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a
โอ้ย
long life.
พี่
I'm gonna plant you where you stand.
พี่โอ้โหพี่ขอโทษอย่ากระสุนมันดูยากอะผมหลบไม่เป็นอะโอ้ย โอ้ย
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
เราโดนขนาดนี้แล้วก็ แลกกันคนละนัด
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
รอบนี้เก็บครบเว้ยไม่ธรรมดาก็คงต้องหยุดความมันไว้เพียงเท่านี้นะครับผมไว้เจอกันใหม่ในพาร์ทถัดไปนะครับผมถ้าชอบก็อย่าลืมกดไลค์กด Subscribe นะครับผมเป็นกำลังใจช่อง The Kid Story ด้วยนะครับโอเคบ๊ายบาย